Right, but tell us about the burned haystack method when it comes to dating.
Yeah, a lot of people have been sending me this, and they wanted my opinion on it because, I do a lot of dating. So this is coming from a user at CrazyLocks918, so she sounds trustworthy. But she was talking about this dating method from an author named Jenny Young. It's called the burned haystack method, and basically it's like to find that needle in a haystack, you got to burn down the stack. Well, how do you do it? So there are 5 things that you have to do to burn down the haystack that I think are kind of controversial. The first one I don't know that I totally agree with. The first one is you need to make your profile as offensive to men as possible. Basically, you need to list your harshest standards, like your political views, your religious views, basically your most turn-offable qualities, so that you attract the one that you're looking for and you get rid of all the people that you don't want.
Basically, the entire profile, instead of it being about a lot about me, a lot of frilly nonsense that they should be doing the work to find out when dating you anyway, it was mostly just a list of standards, rules, expectations, and boundaries. And I was shocked, actually, at how many men found my profile refreshing. In fact, that's exactly how they would refer to it. And I do have to say that the majority of the quality men that I met while online dating were after I adjusted my profile.
I'm not mad at this.
Me either.
Really?
No, I'm not mad at this at all. Just because I think it was Shania Twain that said, no, when I go on a date, we're getting all of it out there. I'm not wasting time. What you're talking about as far as religious, politics, that's important stuff. Those are deal breakers in relationships. So why not put out there, this is the box you need to fit in order for me to date you. And if you don't fit in that box, don't waste my time.
Let somebody know exactly what they're getting into. They always say, if you can't handle me at my worst, right? You can handle somebody at their best, but the worst, let's see exactly what that looks like. And if it's for me, then I'll know, and then you'll know, and we won't waste time.
Well, I guess all the dating advice that I've gotten is that you should cast a really wide net, because people always say keep an open mind and let people surprise you, because maybe somebody with different political beliefs or different X, Y, and Z is really right for you chemistry-wise and personality-wise, but maybe they're not who you would have pictured on paper value-wise, or you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is I feel like if you make it so specific, someone may have their own biases against you based off your religion or whatever.
Yeah, but look what just happened on the show with Date My Ex-Wife. So Bert brought his ex-wife Stacy on, and she was very specific with what she wanted. Christianity is very important, and she wanted a godly, faithful man. They could not have kids under the age of 13. You needed to, she was very specific. And she may have found her man.
That's actually very true. And I think it says a lot about you as a person to be specific on your dating app, because then you really have to know who you are and you can't waver on that, which I think can be a really attractive quality.
Also true.
The next one is an interesting method for when you're swiping on the apps. I've never heard anybody talk about this before. She says, don't swipe left on people, block them.
Now, I never thought about this, but it is ingenious, because dating websites want to keep you on them. And one of the ways they do that is by constantly having a bunch of matches for you to look at. If you swipe left on someone, they will recycle it. Meaning you're probably going to see that same dude every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, right? And you're not going to know, because you're going through them so quickly usually. But yeah, they'll literally send you the same ones that you already said no to. So by aggressively blocking up front anyone who doesn't meet your criteria, that you're not attracted to, that doesn't meet your standards, that has anything in their profile that you don't like or that you don't think aligns, block them, and it eliminates the dating site from being able to flood your inbox with matches, because now they can only present to you people that aren't blocked.
It's a way to hack the system, which I don't hate.
I didn't know the dating sites recycle the person after you say no.
Yeah, I'd be seeing the same people on there all the time.
That would be so annoying.
That would be so annoying. You're I already swiped left on this.
No.
Not frequently, but it's kind of like doing a drive-by, hey, you're still here too, bye.
Are you desperate enough yet?
It's still a no. And the last three, the third one says only respond to quality messages, which I don't know if I totally agree with that either, because sometimes they're just trying to start a conversation with you. But obviously don't respond to anything that's not aligning with your values. So like if they're asking for like a naked pic, don't do that. Don't do a ton of small talk over the apps, which I totally agree with. I want to get in person as soon as possible. And the last one is a lot of guys will try and do something called negging, where they pick a fight with you or they try and like tear you down to make themselves feel better, and it leads to an argument. She says none of that. If you see it, block them.
So it's just basically knowing your worth, I think, which is really important. Not putting up with any BS.
Knowing what you want.
And so
Not
that's
wasting
called
your time.
burning the haystack method.
Burning the haystack.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either.
The Bert Show.